Writing makes an exact man and practice makes a perfect man. In our last video, we have discussed about how to prepare for the exam. The preparation before the exam, preparation during the exam, and your performance or your appearance in the exam hall. And in this video, we are just going to talk about the subject SST, Social Studies. How to do this Social Studies exam for the class 10th. First and the most important thing, as I always say, consider NCERT book as your Bible. It would be always better to read the NCERT book 5 times than reading 5 other books, because all the questions and all the maps and every single question that comes from the NCERT book only. So students, I just would like to tell you that consider the NCERT book as your Bible and go through the NCERT book as many times as possible. You just have to go through 5 times, 6 times, even 10 times you can go every single chapter, read every single corner. Because the CBSE Board has made some changes. They have introduced some changes in the pattern of the question papers. In the year 2020 onwards, they have introduced 20 marks objective type questions. Sometimes students may ask, this 20 mark objective question, it is good or bad? I would say it is good in some way, but in some other way it affects the mark, because 20 mark objective type question means if a student had a thorough go through in the NCERT book, it would be easy for him or her to score the 20 mark in a very less time. Unfortunately, if he or she makes 2 or 3 wrong answers, which means in a less time you're losing 3 marks. So in that way it makes a little difficult, but for me it would be easier for you to score the 20 marks if you have made a thorough go through in the NCERT book. Next, how do you attend the exam? So time management is the most important thing that you have to apply in the exam hall. As I told you in the last video also, you have to have a practice before the exam time. So you have plenty of previous year's question papers are available. So you just download it, just have a go through, just write the exams, the answers, and check out the timing. And even you can present that answer sheet to your subject teachers and ask them to just correct it. And you just challenge them. You challenge your SST teacher to cut the mark if you can. Wherever you can cut the mark, just cut it. So that you will come to know where I lose the mark and where I am getting good marks. So you can focus on the area where you lost your marks. When you are answering a 1 mark question, try to write your answer only in 1 sentence, maximum in 2 sentences, because it gives you only 1 mark. If you write 5 sentences, 10 sentences, the mark is only 1. So don't waste your time by making your answers lengthy. Write to the point, 1 sentence or maximum 2 sentences. Same like when you are attending the 5 mark question and the 3 mark questions. If the question is for 3 mark question, just write to the point and make it into 3 important points. And sometimes for some questions it may not be possible to just complete the idea or the concept in 3 sentences. In that case, you can make it 5 sentences up to maximum. Don't go beyond that. That can and you can even drop 1 line after every point, so that it would be easier for the evaluator to evaluate your paper, and your paper will be looking good and neat. Same like if you are answering the 5 mark questions, you just focus on writing 5 points and make those 5 points in 5 different paragraphs and explain it. You can give the title for every 5 points. You can underline the headers and you can underline some of the main points. So the evaluator will easily find out those points and you will be getting the full mark. So write to the point. I tell you, you never ever try to by heart any answers in the SST subject. Focus on the NCERT material. Read it as many times as possible. Read every single corner of the chapters. So that you will be able to understand. You just have the concept. You just have the idea about. So it would be easy for you to make the answers in your own sentences. In history, board has given you an option of a chapter Globalization or the Industrialization. So I hope that in schools they may be teaching only one chapter and you also may be prepared for only one chapter. But I would like to tell you that you just focus either on the globalization or the industrialization thoroughly. You just make sure about one chapter very thoroughly. From every corner you make yourself ready to answer the question. So when you are sure that you are so confident about that particular chapter, then you just have a go through to the other chapter also. Why? Because you can expect a question in the objective type area from the other chapter which is not taught to you. So it would be you will be making yourself ready to answer any questions from any of the chapters, or maybe the chapter that you didn't study well, you didn't make a thorough study. From that chapter you may be getting an easier question than the other one. So it would be better focus on one chapter very thoroughly and go through the other also. And the other type of questions are the questions based on the maps and the pictures. Board will ask you the questions based on the maps only from the NCERT syllabus, NCERT materials, so that you just have a go through history books and the geography books. The questions, the map based question, you can get it from history as well as geography. So every single map which is given in these two subjects, you just have a go through. You just make a perfect study on that. You just make practices before the exam. And the map questions you will be getting at the last of the question paper. You don't have to draw this question, this map or in the paper. So you just cut the map part from the question paper and attach it to the answer sheet. And remember that do not try to attach the map paper at the last, because there is a chance to get it lost. You try to just attach it in the middle of the answer sheet, so it will be very safe over there. The questions based on the map will be 4 marks from the geography and 2 marks from the politics also. And the question based on the picture, most probably that questions will be coming from the political subject, democratic politics. So you will be getting much pictures and cartoons in your political science books. So just have, it will be easy and it will be looking simple, and looking at those caricatures, those cartoons, have a thorough go through. You just have the understanding, just have the meaning of every picture. Don't neglect any picture, okay? Because board gives the questions from questions based on the pictures. So have a go through and you need to explain what is meant or what is that picture talking about. So it will be easier for you to understand and it will be easy for you to score a good mark. So students, again I would like to say that focus on the NCERT books thoroughly. It will be better to read the NCERT book 4 times than reading 4 different books. Have a thorough go through every single corner of the books and get yourself prepared. and writing practice also. Writing makes an exact man. You need to have a writing practice for the SST subject so that you will know how much time am I taking for one answer. So am I able to complete the SST answers in 3 hours? So you have plenty of previous questions are available. Download it, have a practice, and tell your teacher to just correct it, or even you can do it comparing with your books. It will be better that you just get in touch with the subject teachers, and he or she will help you, and just challenge them to cut your mark, so that you will be able to prepare yourself in a more perfect way. The students, best of luck. Follow this pattern. Have a good study and have a wonderful exam and have a high score in your SST exam. Good luck.